Hello everyone, it's Jackie from Pretty Paper Crafts with my latest video for you. This is what we're going to be making today. Now it's a variation on the big card that we done a few weeks ago, you know, the one that could be the table centerpiece. The difference is we're not going to be sticking that together there, we're going to leave it open like this. I'm going to try and show you this. It's very difficult because this is the bigger card. It's a 5-inch one, so it's not that big, but to open it up it is. So hopefully you can see that at its best there. So this is like I said, that's just to remind me on which paper it is, and this particular one is Crafter's Companion Love Letter one. So as I said, this is what we're doing. This is a 5x5. It fits into a 5x5 envelope, and let's go ahead and make it. I have made some more, which I'll show you. I just wanted you to see the outcome. So first of all, I've done two sizes. I'm not going to make both of them up, but I will show you how to put one of them together, which will be the 5x5 one. So what I've done is I've done the 5x5, in which case you will need two cards, 5-inch by 5-inch. Then you're going to need two pieces of card. Whoops. This is 10-inch by 1.5-inch, and it is scored at 2.5, 5 and 7 inches, and then it is zigzagged. So you need two of them, and you need this one, which I haven't wrote the details down, but it's 5-inch by 1.5, and I scored it at 3.5. This is to join the two cards together. So what I'm going to show you first of all is, if you don't mind, I'll just move the bits for the smaller card. So I've got this one. I'll leave that one there. So I'm going to use a runner tape. Now I don't always use a runner tape on these because of the strength needed. So in particular, this piece where I'm going to join it here, like that, down this one, I would use red liner tape, but because that takes time and I try to keep my videos really short, I'm going to just use ordinary tape. So you need to sort of have your cards like that, so you've got them in an M on its side, and then use your tape. Like I said, I'm only going to use this because for speed, and then you will put one on this side of the M. To be honest, if you put it on the wrong side, you could just turn it back that way and make it that side, so it wouldn't be a problem. Don't worry if you've got a piece there, you'll get every chance to cut it off in a moment. I'm always doing that variation. Then when you've got that like that, then this piece to finish the W, it's got to go on there. So like that, the W goes on there. So I'm just going to put that on there like that. Oops. And glue the two pieces together. You won't be quite so cack-handed as me. And then you have your W. Like I said, on this piece, you get every chance to cut it away, which I've just done there. That way or that way, whichever you want. Let's do it that way because it's not quite, I haven't tidied that up properly. So that's what you've got at the moment. M or W, depending on which way you've got it set. So now we're going to do this inside piece. So what we're going to do is we're going to work on one side. You've got this, again, it's exactly the same way as what your card is at the moment. But what you're going to do is you're going to put your tape on one side, and then we're going to, just working on one side at the moment, we're going to put it there at the bottom like that. There you go. And now we're going to, with this, so it's only stuck on one half, then we're going to do this. I'm only doing it like this because I don't want to move this card too much. So then we're going to hold that down there like that. Then we're going to pull this down over it like that. I'm sure many of you have made cards like that before with this fold. Now it should fit like that so you can open it. If it doesn't, it really doesn't matter because it will always stay up like this once you've got it, the card together. So again, we're going to do the other side. So I'm going to start on the side piece. This, it's all sticky, isn't it, when you're using those runner tapes, but they're so much easier to use. If I'm doing mats and layers, I tend to use them. Otherwise, I normally use wet glue. That goes on there like that. Again, so that's the first part on. I don't know about you guys, and it would be really nice if anybody could advise me on this. I've been using the same card supplier for many years. Every now and then I try a different one because I like the Brilliant White. Excuse me. And I can't seem to get the Brilliant White. But the card one that I've suddenly started using is now, can you see that? It's now leaving a jagged edge, even though I score my card on both sides. So I would have scored this at 2.5 inches on this side, then I would have flicked it over and scored it at the other 2.5 inches. But look at this. And it's going like it, and it's not really cheap card. I don't buy cheap card, but, you know, because I think if you've got the start of what you're going to be doing, it's far better if you're using good quality card in the first place. I think it makes all the difference. I'm so disappointed with this. I've since bought 2 other packs of cards to try, and both of them have not been as bad, but both are not any better. So if you do have any suggestions, please leave me a comment. I want to ultra white if that's possible, and I don't want this to tear at all. I just want it to be nice when you score it. Usually you can score it one side, but I because the card is 300 grams, I always score it both sides anyway. Anyway, back to this. So I've just done that. We've got it like this. I've done that. And then you're going to take this piece to this piece, fold it on the edge, and that's it. That's all there is to it. So hopefully you've got the gist of that. By, you know, slowing the video up. The other size, no, let's still carry on doing this. The mats and layers. Now, because I do mirror card, but you don't have to. You can use a beautiful wrapping paper for this and not use a mirror card, but I don't actually have any. So the mirror card, for the 5-inch one, you need 4 3/4 inch square, and you need 8 pieces. Now, because of this, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, that's why you need 8. And your pattern one on top of, if you've done mirror card, your pattern one is 4.5 inch square, but you need 7 of them. The 8th one you will need as a white one for the back where you would write on your card. So 7 of them at 4.5 for your next layer. Now to do these, your mirror card is, oh, sorry, I haven't actually done that. Let me work it out. It's 2.5, so that would be 2.25 by 1.25, because these are 1.5. I'm not sure if I actually said that. So 1.25 by 2.25, and you need 8 of them. You don't need them for the back, you only use them for this. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8. And if you are going to put pattern on the top, which I haven't done on all of mine, then, and I varied it, that one is a 1/2 inch difference rather than just the 1/4 inch that I would do it like here. This is just 1/4 inch across the side, so you're just getting an 1/8. But I varied that by 1/2 inch, but you'll see on the other cards that I've done, some of them are just the 1/4 inch. So that's the 5 by 5 one. And the next one, which is the 4 by 6 one, it's 2 pieces at 8 inch by 1.5 inch. So and it's principally exactly the same as the other one. These, the width is the same, 1.5, and then the mirror card is 3 3/4. This one, 3 3/4 across here, 3 3/4 by 5 3/4, and you need 8 pieces. And the next one is the same, 3.5 inch by 5.5 inches. One is for the front cover, one is for the front cover. So if you're doing a pattern like this where it's the same as inside, then that's fine, but you only want 7 because the one on the back, as in this size, is going to be that one. Exactly the same with these pieces, they're just different widths. So these are 1 3/4 by 1.25, and your pattern is 1.5 by 1. So what I would say is put all these mats and layers on the back of your card on there before you put these on. You can add them afterwards, and I think there's a couple of on mine that I can show you that you might see that have been added afterwards, but majority of them you need to add your pattern, your backing first, taking into account that this will cover anything up on the bottom part, bottom right and bottom left. So that's it. That's all there is to it. Quite an easy card really, but let me show you. So you've seen this one. That's a nice happy birthday one. This one is a wedding one. Bit of red liner tape. This is just a wedding, a 5-inch one. And this one is Stamperia paper. Just got to stick the labels back on so I know, because I forget. This one, right, I couldn't identify this one because I've already used the front, so I'm not sure which one this one is. But this is a 4 by 6 one. It's just pretty. It's just a nice card, but you know what I'm like. I like pretty, I like mirror card. There's a verse on the back, plenty to room to write on. This one is Floral Serenity, and it's a hunky-dory one. It's nice, but the butterflies to me are a little bit too flimsy. But they're okay, and after it's been folded and packed away in the card, it will, when it comes out, come out really nice. But it's a little bit too, I think these are a bit too flimsy, so I wouldn't use them again. I'm not 100% sure this is hunky-dory. It doesn't look like hunky-dory style, but it could be paper rather than a paper pad. So, whereas normally their paper pads are really thick. So I don't think, I think it's a bigger paper pad. Anyway, that's that one. That one I've done. Happy birthday. Let me just stick the label back on. This one is, what have I got? Yeah, I've not got, this is a Temu paper. And I've done it as a get well card. I haven't put anything on here. To be honest, I wasn't sure. Then I thought, well, it doesn't really need it. I think it's pretty enough without it. You get just a simple get well card verse on the back. Let me put that one there. This one is a Crafter's Companion, and it's floral scrapbook pad, and I've done it as a birthday card. I do like these Crafter's Companion papers. I've got 2 pads, and I just think they're just something else. They're just really, really beautiful. You don't have to put anything on the front, but just the white butterflies just breaks it up. I just think it's really pretty. So again, so that's a Crafter's Companion. We put that on there so I know we've done that one. And the last one I done as a guy's card. I don't do guys cards very often, but it is a hunky-dory decoupage one, and it lends itself to using the dark color cards. So, you know, it just makes a change. It makes it a little bit more masculine. So and I'm not sure if you can see that, I've 3D decoupaged the pictures, verse on the back, and birthday one for a guy. So that's it. That's all of them for today. I've got something lined up for the next one, which I haven't started yet, but I will be starting it later today. I've got all the bits now. It's something a bit different, but it's quite pretty. Okay, so I will see you all soon. Thank you very much for hanging in there, the die-hard subscribers, and welcome to any new subscribers that are on board. So I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.